start?
Anytime.
What do you think the most intelligent animal in the world is? Most people would jump to the conclusion that it's a monkey, considering their similarity to humans, but in fact, it's a dolphin. Dolphins are an amazing species with a wide variety of skills and techniques. Some of the most interesting topics about dolphins are their threats, senses, and their behaviors. Dolphins have two main types of threats, both natural and human. The natural threats include diseases from water pollution, viral and fungal infections, ulcers, skin and heart diseases, and sometimes tumors. Small dolphins are also at risk from sharks. Some of the human threats include contamination of the environment from metals and plastics. Another example of a human threat are people's fishing methods. They use drills and nets, and the dolphins get stuck in them. For a final example is that in some parts of the world, like Japan, dolphins are considered food, and they're killed at alarming numbers by harpoon and drive hunts. Senses are what makes people consider dolphins as the smartest animal in the world. They have two rod-shaped pelvic bones that are considered to be their hind legs, and their shapes are made ideal for fast swimming. Their fantail or fluke is used for propulsion, while their pectoral fin is used for directional control. Not all dolphins have dorsal fins, but for the ones that do, it's used for stability while swimming. Their heads contain something called a melon, which is used for echolation. Echolation is when the dolphins make a clicking noise, and the clicking noise, it hits an object and comes back in echoes. It tells the shape, size, speed, distance, and location of an object. Hearing is done with the lower jaw that conducts vibrations from echolation to a fat-filled cavity. Dolphins' teeth, which are about 250, are arranged to work like an antenna. Not only are dolphins renowned for hearing, but also for the sense of touch. They have free nerve endings packed densely in their skin. They have very acute eyesight in and out of the water. But they have no smell, but they can taste, and that acts as a smell to them. They even have preferences of certain kinds of fish. Dolphins don't have hair, but they have hair follicles, which are believed to use for some sort of sensory function. They have a large brain, which is different from most land animals, and allows them to emit two signals, both clicks and whistles. The volumes range above and below pitches audible to humans. Senses make large impressions on how dolphins behave in a habitat. Not only are dolphins known to be smart, but also very playful. Playtime is a very important part of their lives. They've been known to play with seaweed or play fight with each other. They like to ride waves, frequently surf coastal swells, and bow waves of boats. Also, they're sometimes willing to interact with human swimmers. Dolphins also create strong bonds with each other and other species. One example of this is a dolphin in New Zealand. He was observed to help a sperm whale and her calf out of shallow waters multiple times. Another example is they swim in circles around human swimmers if there's a shark near them. Dolphins show cultural behaviors that are very similar to humans. For example, they engage in acts of aggression to each other. The older the male is, the more marks from bites he has. They fight for the same reason as humans as well. For example, they'll fight about arguments with companions or competition for females. Some bites are so severe that the targeted dolphins are sent into exile. When not exiled, the school or pod can form temporary superpods, which can be a group up to 1,000 dolphins, but only in places of high food source, like fish or squid. Occasionally, dolphins leap above water for unknown reasons, possibly to find food, communicate with others to join a fish hunt, or just for fun. Dolphins face threats both from natural and human ways. Their senses are the most renowned in the world. Not only that, but their brains are larger than any other animal, making them easily one of the most brilliant creatures. Also, their behaviors are some of the most spectacular things in a mammal. They show many human traits that make them so interesting to us. So next time someone asks you what the smartest animal in the world is, think about it.
Yay!
And smile.